Hello and welcome back to the Master League save with Manchester United. The transfer window is shut and we are playing Southampton today. It's not been the best of starts. 2 draws, or is it draw and a loss? Again, we beat Borussia Dortmund in the last game in the Champions League, and then we, drew with Bournemouth and lost to Leicester in what was very disappointing. But yes, we are now playing Southampton today, Premier League match day 3, which is very, very nice. We have some new signings if you're just joining the series. We have signed Alderweireld, De Ligt, Weigl at holding midfield. We've got Icardi partnering Lukaku up front. We've got Sancho and Tierney on the bench, and Issa Diop as well. So a lot of changes coming to this United team, but all for the best, I hope. I was going to say trust me, but it's more to say I hope. So let's go and we'll go into the game day and see what we can do here to mix this up. Who's up for it? De Gea's up for it. That's great. Okay, everyone's actually looking pretty damn good. Lingard's feeling a bit better than Rashford, so I think we're going to do that. I'm wondering if we put... Do we start... See, Rashford wants to be a centre forward, so we'll leave him on the bench for now. We could start Sancho over Martial, but he's a bit more up for it. Who's on the bench that we could put in and around? McTominay's looking a bit more up for it than Fred, so we'll put him on the bench. And we'll go from there. We're going for this 4-4-2 that we employed against Dortmund, and it worked quite well. We got a 2-1 win, so that's good. We are at home, so why on earth are we playing in our away kit? That doesn't make sense. Let's get Southampton into their yellow away kit. That makes much more sense, computer. Don't be silly and mess me around like that in the future. But let's get into kickoff and we will see you there. So here we are at Old Trafford for the game of Manchester United versus Southampton. And a pretty interesting game. Man United are not off to the best of starts under Vinko Peritin, hitting form in Europe early on with a 2-1 win against Borussia Dortmund, but losing and drawing their first 2 games against Bournemouth and Leicester City respectively. Not the best of starts. We've seen a lot of changes for this team under Vinko Peritin. Lots of players gone, lots of players signed, and the fans are expecting some good results to follow soon. Southampton have started pretty well, but as you'd imagine are sitting in mid-table in the Premier League. So we'll be back to go through the lineups. So Manchester United today keeping the 4-4-2 that was so successful against Dortmund. De Gea is in goal, De Ligt, Alderweireld and Luke Shaw at the back. Pogba and Weigl in the middle, Lingard and Martial on either wing. Lukaku partners Icardi up front on what will hope to be a fruitful partnership for Vinko Peritin's men. The Southampton lineup in a 3-4-3 formation, Gunn, Vestergaard, Yoshida Benderik, Lemina Romeo, Armstrong, Redmond, Ward-Prowse, Elyounoussi and Austin up front. It's going to be an interesting game to see how this underway. Quite a tactical battle is going to be played here by both managers as Man United get the game underway in their 4-4-2, playing in their home kit in front of an expectant Old Trafford crowd. They will be wanting to see a bit more of a better performance in terms of Premier League So Pogba lays the ball out to Diego Dalot, who's at right back. He's sort of making the position his own. There was rumours that Man United were going to be in for a bit of Odriozola from Real Madrid, but nothing came to fruition as the ball goes out to Martial into Luke Shaw, playing against his former club. Just moving it around nicely, and that's a poor pass that's been intercepted, and straight away Charlie Austin could be in. It's up to De Ligt to come and find him across, but that's left space for Redmond, who tries to dink it over to Gea, who gets his body in the way and makes a very good save with what I think was his face. Lukaku goes into Icardi, who's just battered off the ball by, I think that's Oriol Romeo in the central midfield, as Man United now have to get back in position. It's been a bit of an odd start for this United team under Vinko Peritin, playing very well against Dortmund in that 2-1 win. And then in the Premier League though, not a very good start in terms of a draw with Bournemouth and then a loss to Leicester City. As Luke Shaw is caught on the ball, does win it back, and it goes up to Mauro Icardi, the new signing, who just looks to lay it back to the Englishman, down to Pogba. Now this is the sort of passing that Man United need, but once again it's given away. Looking for Jesse Lingard on that right wing, who's cut in field a little bit. Charlie Austin keeping the ball with Redmond, and that's pulled De Ligt out of position. Martial has got back well to defend though, and Pogba just trying to hold his position. The ball goes into Austin, and Southampton here keeping the ball very, very well indeed. It's being moved around. That's Nathan Redmond, and that's a good interception. Goes long looking for Lukaku, but can't get there. And the ball's played through, and Toby Alderweireld makes a very good interception there, putting his body in the way. As Pogba goes up and Lukaku tries to flick that through to Icardi, but he's offside. And that will be a free kick to Southampton. And yeah, Mauro Icardi just not timing his run perfectly well there, as the ball just bounces through, and it is a free kick to Southampton, which will be taken by Vestergaard. Vestergaard goes along with it up to, I think that's Austin that knocked that down very well. Redmond brings the ball down there with a lovely touch, put under pressure by Lingard. The ball comes into the middle. Alderweireld wins the header. Diego Dalot saves it from going behind for a corner. And here is Diego Dalot. He's got a lot of space to run into down the flanks. He's put a ball in, looking for Icardi, but Angus Gunn comes and makes a very clean, good catch from the cross. And Angus Gunn will now look to get a counter-attack started with a long goal kick forward. And Alderweireld's underneath it and wins it. And that's what he was brought into this United team to do, as Lukaku's touch lets him down. And that's not the first time we've heard that in a United shirt. Obviously under Jose Mourinho was asked to bulk up quite a lot, or act like an out-and-out target man, which didn't really suit the Belgian. But Icardi here has flicked the ball out to Martial. Martial looking to get round, and he's won a foul with a lovely bit of footwork there. Vestergaard very slow into the tackle. Is it going to be a yellow card? It's not. He gets a talking to from the referee. But Martial here with a lovely piece of footwork, just inside and out. And is it inside the box? Is it just outside the box? It's just outside the box, but we know Paul Pogba loves an opportunity from this sort of position. Already scored one free kick in this rain, and it's just over the bar. Not really troubling Angus Gunn, but a sighter for the Frenchman. And if he wins another free kick in that area, you know he is going to be a danger for Southampton there, as Angus Gunn will now take this goal kick, waves his team forward. And Toby Alderweireld will be looking to win another header at the back, and does. And it actually finds Lukaku as well, into Pogba. Lingard goes up, back towards Lukaku. Lingard not having the best of games on the right of midfield for Man United today, as Alderweireld gets his body in the way of that one as well. Good interception in the middle of the park from Julian Weigl, the new signing. Pogba up to Lukaku. Lukaku out to Icardi. Icardi tries to lay it into Lingard again. Just seems to be caught on his toes. Not really up to match speed, Jesse Lingard. And as we reach the 35-minute mark, that's a bit poor from the Englishman, as it's laid back in here to whoever this guy is. I can't remember his name. It goes out to the right-hand side to Armstrong. Armstrong goes in, and that's a great tackle. Really well read. The back two for Man United of Alderweireld and De Ligt already seem to be clicking very well, as the ball is just laid back to Pogba. Pogba then tries to go over the top towards Lukaku. Heads that down really well. Lays it back to Dalot. Lukaku doing really well to keep that in play. Lays it off to Diego Dalot, who's into a bit of space. Tries to fire this one low across, but again Angus Gunn reads it. And it's very well played by the young Brit in goal, as the goal kick goes long. 5 minutes till half time, and this one is won by Charlie Austin, but it only falls into the pass of Jesse Lingard, as Lukaku has the ball, tries a little reverse ball into Icardi, who gets his shot off, and it's just past the post. He had Gunn worried. Was it blocked? It was actually a very good tackle from Jesse Lingard in the middle of the park, and it fell to Lukaku. Just put a bit of a no-look pass there into Icardi. It's not blocked, it just goes past the post. But a good effort, shows the danger and the link-up play between Lukaku and Icardi that the Man United fans are going to hope will click very, very soon. As De Ligt will look to get under this ball. Charlie Austin wins the header. It goes down and out to the central midfielder, who now gets Redmond into play. Great tackle from Diego Dalot, who has grown into this game. Lukaku back to Lingard. Lingard runs forward with the ball. He's got a lot of space to run into here. Sees the run of Icardi. It goes into him. Icardi then tries to feed it back through. Tried a little bit too much, and the clearance is just hoofed away. Alderweireld to his centre-back partner in De Ligt. De Ligt goes wide to Dalot, who tried to play the ball first time into Lingard, but that will see us through to half-time, and it's 0-0. A little bit of attacking impetus from Man United. Southampton having some chances as well. Pogba firing a free kick over the bar. All in all, though, I don't think Vinko Peritin is going to be very happy. 58% of the possession to Man United. 2 shots on goal, none of them on target, and 1 shot on target for Southampton. As we go into the second half, we'll see if there's any changes. So as the second half gets underway, no changes for Man United and no changes for Southampton either. So both teams are going to give these 11 players that are out there, or the 22 players out there I should say, another chance in the second half to try and maybe improve this game. That's another fantastic tackle from Toby Alderweireld, who for that first half is probably man of the first half. He just stopped everything that came his way. Dalot up to Lingard, infield to Lukaku, who again is let down by the pass from Lingard. It's not the best. Gunn goes long. De Ligt is underneath it with Charlie Austin. Charlie Austin wins the ball into Elyounoussi. Back to Austin. Goes out wide. Luke Shaw with a good header to beat Armstrong in the air. And Martial will look to accelerate away from the youngster. And he has as well. Martial has created a bit of space for himself. Sees the run off to Pogba. But Pogba had just checked his run and started to go back the other way. Very much a disappointment. The two French players not in connection there. As De Ligt has been pulled out of the centre. And Luke Shaw has left space in behind. And here is Elyounoussi who comes forward. Lovely turn in field. And then a lovely ball up to Armstrong. Armstrong lays it in, looking. It's flicked on one more. And Jesse Lingard is back there. He may not be a best on the attacking output today. But in terms of defending, Jesse Lingard has done his job very well. Icardi flicks it on once more to Martial. And here is a very quick flowing counter-attack. As Martial looks to dink round his man. Gets inside. Gets a shot off on the left foot. But can just not get enough accuracy on it. And it's an easy save for Angus Gunn in the end. And Angus Gunn goes long once again with the kick. And Alderweireld wins that header. It falls to Paul Pogba very well. Pogba comes forward with it. Looking for runners. Icardi can't flick that round the corner. And it's a dangerous... It's just an end-to-end game of counter-attack in this one. As they look over the top, that should be easy for Alderweireld. Heads it back to David De Gea. And Man United will look to counter quite quickly here. Luke Shaw gets the ball at left-back. He runs forward with it. Takes a heavy touch, but keeps it just about under his spell as Martial is forced backwards and has to play it back to Alderweireld into De Ligt. Matthijs De Ligt, the new signing, settled in well to his new surroundings at Old Trafford. Up to Lukaku, surely fouled, but Pogba bounces on the rebound and he has an overlapping run from Diego Dalot. Diego Dalot puts it in. Lukaku is at the front post, but it goes past the post and it's a goal kick to Southampton. So Man United blink first and Rashford comes on to replace Icardi up front. Marcus Rashford asking for more opportunities as a centre striker, and he gets his chance to partner Lukaku up front for Man United. 65 minutes gone. Let's see what this game holds. Another draw would be quite disappointing for Vinko Pariti's men. Lukaku keeps the ball, but then the referee has brought it back for a foul on Julian Weigl. So we'll see what happens. He did just get the ball away, I think. Yeah, it's a bit of a late tackle, just caught his foot. And definitely a free kick. No more action other than that. As Pogba stands over the ball. And let's see if Man United can work something here. Weigl back to Pogba. A very quick, short free kick routine. Dalot is in the space. Lukaku's in the middle. Great defending from Yoshida to clear that one away. So the throw in is taken by Dalot into Pogba. Knocks it back. And there's a big switch of play on possibly here. It does reach Luke Shaw, not be it with the most accurate passes. Pogba lays that in. Over it goes. Weigl looking for Dalot on the right hand side, and they'll have a corner. The first Man United corner of the game. Pogba will look to swing this one in, and we'll be looking for Romelu Lukaku as Danny Ings replaces Charlie Austin, and that is a very poor corner and a very easy catch for Angus Gunn, who goes long once again with the free kick. They keep trying this long free kick and they haven't long goal kick, and they haven't really got much use out of it as they fly into another tackle. Pogba lays it back in to Jesse Lingard, gets his shot off and it goes past the post. He's been quiet in this game as an attacking force, but he did make a difference here. Jesse Lingard, lovely 1-2 with Pogba just to get round that tackle. Got it back, the right-footed shot. Oh, it's just past the post. Angus Gunn looked like he had it covered. So Southampton bring on Mugni for James Ward-Prowse in the centre of midfield. Now, Southampton haven't had a shot in this second half. They'll be looking to change that as Pogba pounces on the loose ball and his ball can't get through. Rashford keeps it alive. Martial waits for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has a lot of space to run into, just lacking a bit of pace. He has kept the ball well. It goes into... I was looking for Lingard as Lukaku steps over the ball. And Southampton will now look to have a little attack of their own as there's a little mix-up in midfield. But here they come. It goes out wide looking for Nathan Redmond. Draws De Ligt out of the centre midfield into Mugni, the sub. And that's put through. Out to Redmond again. Again into Mugni. Mugni gets into the box and De Ligt had to be very sure of making that tackle. De Gea very composed as they play the ball out from the back all the way along the ground as well. Martial out to Rashford, who tries to square it all the way out to Lingard. Lukaku into Pogba. Pogba sees the run of Lukaku in front of him. Lukaku's in space, gets the shot off and he's fired it into the net. And Lukaku has made it 1-0 United. A wonderful goal that started from De Gea at the back. An absolutely tremendous team goal. Lingard into Pogba. Lukaku into Pogba. Back to Lukaku. Took a lovely touch which reset Gunn. couldn't get his feet sorted, and Man United make it 1-0 here at Old Trafford. Pogba with a good turn and then a lovely weighted ball through into Lukaku's path, a good first touch, and then a lovely finish down the goal as Angus Gunn just could not get his feet set to put that away, and it's the big Belgian that gives Man United a 1-0 lead in this game. So Southampton have got the game back underway after conceding that goal to Lukaku as Martial. Oh, Luke Shaw has pulled up with an injury. So because of that injury, Luke Shaw is replaced by Kieran Tierney. The new signing comes on. Yoshida just being very unkind there with Luke Shaw with a pulled hamstring. Is going to be replaced by Kieran Tierney. A good new signing under Vinko Peritin. A lot of promise for the young Scotsman as Southampton get the game back underway. Good tackle on there from Weigl. Weigl looks to play through Lukaku again. He's broken the offside trap. He's got more pace than Yoshida. Lukaku's through one-on-one and he's absolutely wasted a glorious opportunity to make it 2-0. Oh, Vinko Peritin must be pulling his hair out here. Lukaku clear through of the defence. Yoshida got back pretty well to put him under pressure, but he's got to be doing better. Wow, the Man United fans will be completely irate with that finish. And all it's done is given Southampton a goal kick where again they go long, and De Ligt is under it, wins the header very well, and Pogba will look to bring this away into Lukaku. Lukaku holding it up well, showing his strength, lays it back, and Man United more than happy to keep possession as the time ticks down. Tierney gets his first involvement, fires it up into Rashford. Rashford gives it to Pogba, who gets away from Yoshida but then just shows a bit too much of the ball to Vestergaard. Goes into the midfield for Southampton, out to the right hand side. Up it goes to Danny Ings, who we haven't seen too much of, but he's trying to make a spin in behind. Diego Dalot has to get out to his right back spot to go and track Nathan Redmond. Oh, Nathan Redmond's done him very well with a little stop turn, but Matthijs de Ligt again in a fantastic position. But he's found his way through and he's made it 1-1. And that is quite a ridiculous goal to concede if you're a Man United defender. It's Lemina scoring for Southampton. He's fired it into the corner of the net. Tierney trying to G everybody up. But Redmond absolutely did Diego Dalot. And then De Ligt put in a good tackle. It just sort of bounced around. It fell through to Lemina, who has rifled that into the corner of the net. And it is 1-1. So United's third and final sub, Jadon Sancho on for Anthony Martial. Becoming a bit of a running theme of substitutions in all the Premier League games so far. Martial looking very tired out on the left wing as Man United come forward, and it's Tierney looking to stretch his legs. Rashford tries to lay it back to him but gets the pass a little bit wrong, and that is 1-1. It's another late equaliser that has ruined the game for Man United. Lemina stepping up in the 91st minute. Can you believe it? De Ligt has played wonderfully at the back with Alderweireld. Just one little lack of concentration has cost Man United another win in the Premier League. And this is not the start Vinko Peritin would have wanted. 57% possession. Wow, 4 more shots on goal. Only the same amount on target though. Lukaku wasting a glorious opportunity in the second half to make it 2-1. Well, that is a very disappointing result if you're a Man United fan. So results from around the league then. Bournemouth beat Leicester 1-0. West Ham lose to Arsenal 4-2. Man City and Brighton draw 0-0. Very interesting result. And Man United obviously drew 1-1, which was the live game we just saw against Southampton. Everton beating Watford 4-1 in a very good result. Spurs losing 4-0 at home to Burnley. Palace drawing 2-2 with Liverpool. Cardiff losing 1-0 to Chelsea. Wolverhampton beating Newcastle away 1-0. And Fulham losing at home to Huddersfield 1-0 as well. It leaves the table looking like this. Wolves at the top with the only unbeaten record, 3 wins from 3. Liverpool find themselves joint second place with Arsenal. They're followed by Leicester, Everton, West Ham and Chelsea, all on 6 points. Down the bottom of the table, strangely enough, it's Man United and Man City on 2 points, only 1 point above the relegation zone, where Fulham, Cardiff and Crystal Palace all find themselves at the moment. So a pretty disappointing result, to be honest. I think we need to look at what to do, and the 4-4-2 is good. I don't think it gives us enough defensive stability. I do think we need a holding midfielder in front like that. I'm just not too sure how to play it. We could bring Ander Herrera back in and play a sort of more advanced 4-3-3, like similar to how we started. I just don't know if it gives enough support to Lukaku. That doesn't really give us a runner through the middle. We could push Lukaku right up and have a sort of a narrow 4-3-3 like this, and then give the support from the wing backs, and again Icardi can come on to play in place of Rashford there. I just don't know. I just don't know what to do in this sort of situation, because we've got a very good team. We've brought in good players. I need to get used to playing Pro Evo again. If I don't play it for like a week or so, I forget how to play it. So that doesn't help. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think our starting formation should be? Do I stick with the 4-4-2 after the good win against Dortmund? Do I go back to a sort of 4-3-3 like this? What do I do to get the best out of Icardi and Lukaku? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of thinking maybe something like that. Obviously, Herrera would be a little bit deeper than Pogba, but I just don't know. I just don't know. It actually says Fred would give us much better chemistry if he played there. Don't quite believe that. It's tough. It's really tough. Mata's got good ball ability, but he's not quick enough. My instinct would be to play Rashford. Would be to play that. If that's the formation we go for. I don't know. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. I could go very attacking and just play a 4-2-4 and have Pogba, Weigl like that, and then Herrera sort of goes up front. But obviously it wouldn't be Herrera. You play Lukaku, Herrera, swap those two over, make you a centre forward, and then you have a left winger. In fact, how deep can you go as a right wing forward? Something like that, like a 4-2-4. Obviously these guys are well out of position back here, but that's very attacking. It leaves us very open on harder levels against the computer. But I don't know. Let me know down below what you think the formations should be. I think in the next game, I think we've got Burnley. I think I will go for a narrow 4-3-3, playing Icardi and Rashford just off the front. In fact, we could go for a flat 4-3-3, thinking about it, because these guys both want to be centre forward. So you could go something like this. Put you in here. Put you in that attacking midfield role and put Herrera in there. Something like that I think I might go for in the next game. Icardi, Rashford and Lukaku will starting up front in another new formation. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Only, again, it's going to be one game an episode, every single thing, and it'll probably be more a bit like this, where I just commentate pretty much the whole game, because it's a bit more fun to do that for me. But I enjoy it, and it does make it a lot harder commentating and playing at the same time. If you've never tried it, just try doing it. It does make it a lot more difficult. But we'll be back for the next game, which will be Burnley. We'll see you then. Cheers.